mythology and stuff. Hello!
Hi!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of Mythology and Stuff, the show where my lovely co-host here, Cheryl, gives me three little important bits of a well-known myth, and I, knowing nothing about the myth, have to then try to piece together what the story could possibly be about, and I will fail spectacularly. I'm Joey.
And I'm Cheryl. Hello. I know a little bit about mythology.
She knows a lot.
I'm not an expert.
Expert she is, what?
But one thing I do love is hearing Joey make much better interpretations of the mythology. They're always better, in my opinion.
Well, thank you, unbiased fiance.
Totally unbiased.
Yeah.
Anywho, today we're delving into Norse mythology, which is crazy. It's one of my favorite cultures as far as mythology goes, because it is just so batshit insane most of the time. Okay, so Joey.
Yes.
As per usual.
Yes.
I'm gonna give you the title and three code words, three little keywords for you to go on.
Okay.
Okay. So today is the Norse myth of the origin of the cosmos.
Mm-hmm.
And your keywords today are space, sweat, and a cow.
Okay.
Go.
Alrighty. Space, sweat, and a cow. What's the name of it? Just the origin of the cosmos?
The origin of the cosmos.
Okay. Well, humble listeners, I think this one's going to be a little bit more straightforward than usual because the answer is pretty clear. Now, there was a farmer somewhere up in northern Minnesota who was going about his daily routine, which included, milk.
The origin of the world starts in Minnesota?
Yes.
Okay. Keep going.
So
Little did we know Minnesota was so important.
Yeah, Minnesota is older than time and space. And that being the case, there was a farmer in Minnesota who, again, just woke up, was going about his daily routine, and he was milking his cow. And, everything was going fine. Got a little bit less milk than he was hoping for, but the milk was also a little thicker than usual. So that was both alarming and wonderful. So, he had this milk. And wonderful. So he went and he was like, you know what? Usually I kind of process this, but today's my cheat day. So he drank the milk just right there. And
treat yourself day.
Yeah, it was a treat yourself kind of day. So he did. He went ahead and he drank that milk just right up. And he ignored the fact that he was lactose intolerant. So he just had the worst stomach pain. He was sweating up a storm, and he was just kind of in his house after he was done with all his chores, just shaking and sweating and farting the most putrid, sour farts known to man.
No.
And one of these farts, he was just shaking and just this poot just exploded out of him. And continued to explode out of him for 13 days and 13 nights. And that poot was the universe itself as we know it. The other 49 states all just plopped into existence, as did literally everything else. And, it's just the universe had been formed. And that was really, I think that was about it.
Okay. So Joey, to sum up,
mm-hmm.
the creation of the cosmos was in Minnesota,
mm-hmm.
from a fart,
yes,
from a farmer.
Did I stutter?
I love it. I absolutely love it. I would go to a church that preached that.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
As would I. As do I.
Uh-huh.
This is my religion. Don't make fun of this.
Yeah. Don't make fun.
Yeah.
I'm reluctant to even tell you the actual myth because, as always, this one is much better. This one has its pros, okay. I will say.
Let's go on.
Okay, let's
see what we...
Let me get my notes, because I'm a professional over here. Mm-hmm. See, Can you hear that? That's my notes.
That's our nice ASMR for the day if you just want to listen to the notes.
Hey, don't hate on ASMR.
I'm not. Someone out there is tingling out the wazoo.
You are someone's trigger out there. I know it.
I'm a lot of people's trigger.
Whoa.
I know.
Anyway. Here is the Norse myth of the origin of the cosmos. Okay, first, there was only the gaping abyss of Ginnungagap. And I want to apologize beforehand because I'm going to butcher these ancient Norse names. I'm trying my best, but here we go.
Ginnungagap.
Ginnungagap. I like that better. Okay, so think Ginnungagap as the vacuum of space before the Big Bang.
Okay.
That's what we're dealing with here.
Gotcha.
And in between, this land of darkness that is this Ginnungagap is in between Muspelheim, the fire world, and Niflheim, the world of ice. And somehow, in some way, the frost and fire met together in between this immense vacuum of space, and they formed Ymir, the first of the giants. So, to me, that explains why giants are so mad and stressed and angry all the time, stereotypically, because they're literally ice and fire. And I mean...
Tiny tornadoes.
They're tiny tornadoes, I guess.
Normal-sized tornadoes.
I guess that's what tornadoes are.
Yeah.
I like it. And according to some sources, Ymir could reproduce asexually and birth other giants from his sweat.
Okay.
Which is very interesting.
Yeah.
And out of fucking nowhere, a cow, a cow named Undhumbla was born out of the melting ice and fed Ymir with her milk. And she survived on the salt licks in the melted ice. And that just sounds really endearing to me. Can you imagine just this giant, this pet cow, just all together?
And sweat babies.
And sweat babies all around, this cow, I'm not even going to attempt to say her name again. I'll call her Blah. That's the end of her name. So Blah the cow was licking a salt lick, and she accidentally unearthed Buri, who was the first of the gods. And he is the grandfather of Odin, who we know. Odin and his brothers Vili and V. And for some reason, Odin and his bros decided to slay Ymir. I don't know why. And used his giant body to form the world. It gets grossly detailed.
Oh, wow.
Here we go. They formed the oceans from his blood, soil from his skin and muscles, vegetation from his hair. That's weird. Oh, this is even better. Clouds from his brains, and the sky from his skull. That also makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
Maybe like the top of the cranium is like the dome of the sky.
Maybe. Maybe they didn't even maybe they didn't know that the sky was not a solid object.
Maybe.
I'm just not sure.
It's a giant's skull.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that is the origin of the cosmos, according to ancient Vikings and the Norse people.
And
so there we have it.
Yeah, and you also now know the origin of the cosmos as according to modern Joeys. So
yes. Which one you prefer? Let us know.
Who wore it better?
Who wore it better?
The cosmos.
Thousands of years of culture or Joey?
Yeah, I don't mean to brag.
I mean, let's be real.
I am essentially just thousands of years of culture condensed into one. I've played almost every Mario game.
Yeah, that's true.
I've not played Mario Pinball Land on the Game Boy Advance.
We'll need to change that.
We will.
And then you will know everything.
I will know every single thing.
Yep. So that's what we need to do.
Yep.
Do we want to take away a lesson from this myth?
I feel like the lesson here is that, in general, the things your body produces can have great power.
Hey.
Whether it be sweat or sour poots.
Mm-hmm.
It can create entire universes filled with little people,
Mm-hmm.
or just little people.
True. I like it.
Yeah.
I think we should take away from this.
Respect
That,
your excrement.
Yes, that and
Excretions. I'm sorry.
yeah, you don't know what's in your sweat.
Mm-hmm. Examine it.
But I think we should take away that cows are a universal good.
Yes.
They feed giants and their little sweat babies, and they lick gods out of the ice itself, of the frosty abyss of space and time. Cows, man.
Cows.
Blah.
Blah. Blah. Everybody's favorite cow, it's blah.
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 Is she like a vampire cow?
Blah.
Blah.
She, I feel like she would have tiny, ineffectual wings.
Oh.
And she would just lick people. She wouldn't even try to bite them.
Oh, I like this.
I like bleh.
Oh.
Send us your drawings of bleh.
Blah.
We won't
Good
tell
old
you
bleh.
how. Just send them to the internet and we will find it because we know all of the internet. Yes. All of it.
You're just on fire today with your ASMR. Look at you.
Today's story was brought to you by a small vampiric cow named Bleh. I'm just gonna touch that cow real quick. I'm just gonna open, close my mouth.
That's really creepy.
Yep, it really is.
That's kind of, yeah. Okay, very
Little
good.
squeaks, yeah.
Little squeaks.
Little squeaks. I think that's a sign that we're done.
I think we reduced to squeaks, and yeah, that's a good sign.
Alrighty.
All right, thanks.
Yes.
Thanks for stopping by, Joey.
Oh, no problem. I don't live here. Well,
goodbye. Goodbye. Oh my god.
yeah, that was really intense. Bye, everybody.